Hello and welcome back to another episode of Make Your Own Destiny podcast, the podcast that empowers you to shape your future. Today, we're joined with a very special guest, a guest that makes music for the pretty women, a guest that all you pretty women are looking forward to hear about this. So for the guys, he's a big artist in the country and he's still growing. He's very young. He studies in the UK, but let me not talk too much. We shall let him explain more about himself. But today we're going to learn more about his music career, the culture in Tanzania, and his education background, and what is going on. What's the future saying? What is he doing? What is he up to? What challenges does he face? And how does he make his own destiny through music? And what does he think about music in Tanzania and abroad? So without further ado, let me welcome the special guest, pretty boy Leroy. Welcome, my brother. What do you say, bro?
You guys good, man? Everything is going proper.
We're chilling. So who's Leroy, man?
Who's Leroy?
Who is Leroy?
Man,
Let me say 10kLeeroy.
yeah, 10kLeeroy. So my artist name is originally just Leroy, but I just added the 10k because there was too many Leroys. So I was like, I have to change it up so that, because when you search, let's say you guys is My OD podcast.
Yeah.
As soon as you search My OD podcast, it should pop up you guys first. So then I'm like, every time you search Leroy, I don't pop up first. There's so many Leroys in the world. You say Leroy, Leroy, Leroy. You don't know which one is the one you're looking for. But then if I put 10kLeeroy, I'm the only one with that name. So now it's like, I'm very easy to find.
Fair enough.
So that's how I got the 10k, but it was just a random ass. But Leroy, that's me. And a funny story actually. The way I got my name is I got it from my ex. Like dead ass.
How'd you get it?
That's how I got my name, Leroy. So the way I got that artist name is my ex basically called me Leroy, and the reason she did that was because we were looking for see the way you guys have nicknames. Let's just say someone's name is long, you just shorten it. But my real name is just Lee. You can't shorten that. That's already very short. So Lee. Then we just tried to make it longer, out of some funny shit, oh Leroy, that can make sense. Okay then, and I just kept it. And I spent 3 years in this shit. I can't change it now, man.
Shout out to whatever ex that is.
Yeah, shout out to you. She knows what's up.
I mean, why music?
Why music? I think for me, it's always been a passion, but I think it's always been a passion for me, but I was just scared to really get into it. And that's how I like to always tell my story. Someone asked me why music. It's always been something that I love to do because I grew up around music when I was young, around 10, 12. My uncles had a studio. They had a studio. So I used to just go there to just be there. Because when you're a kid, you're you're always trying to look for something to do.
Yeah.
So then every time mom's gone, dad's gone, it's just me at home. Shit, I might as well tag along with my uncles. So I would go to the studio, we just sit there, and you just see the magic happen, and people come there, you just play a beat, and he's seeing that creative process, and seeing how 10 people in one studio just all trying to create one song, and music is music is music is everybody listens to it every day. And music has emotion, feelings, and everything. So for you to go in the studio, hear a beat, or even make one down on a scratch, and then turn it into something creative is really crazy to me. So when I was younger, I was always seeing this, and I was well, I gotta do this one day. But then I was really scared to really get into it because of I think the schools that I went to. I won't mention the schools that I went to, but when I was back younger, I was still in primary, secondary. In the beginning, I was I'm really supposed to be doing this music stuff, but how if I was really scared that people are gonna judge, what I mean? That's just how everything works. Once you start something new, automatically people are gonna be what the hell? What's this? And all those eyes, I was really scared at that age. I was scared man, if I write a song today, people are gonna be that's some ass. So I never really did it, but then it's always been a passion. I just never did it until I go older, and I'm you know what, bro, at the end of the day, it's my life. If I want to make music, then I'm gonna do it. And I think it's like, I see the way you guys started this podcast. You know, if you really want to do something, you just do it and just keep doing it, and people will tune in, man. They'll see the vision later. As long as you see your vision, then
it's all about you.
That's all that matters, really.
Really. So how do you handle the criticisms?
How do I handle the criticism? So,
for example, let's say you release a song, I'm coming, I'm saying it's ass.
Yeah. So then I think in the beginning, bro, a crazy story. In the beginning, when I started, I dropped my first song, and bro, the comment section was going crazy, man. They were like, fire. So in my head, I'm like, damn, man, oh shit, I really got it like that. But in the beginning, it was not too good, to be honest. But like, people were telling me like, yo, that shit fire. And like, I think it's because it was my first song, so everybody's like, you know, curious, and like, I got a lot of eyes on me at that time. So then everybody was like, yo, fire, whatever. And then I came to find out they created an Instagram group.
Oh damn.
I came to find out they created an Instagram group, and they put me, and then they put my song. They sent my song in there, and bro, I seen the group, like somebody showed it to me, and like, bro, they were just going crazy, like, yo, what the hell is this kid doing, bro? This is some ass. And the weird thing is, like, in the comment, the same guys are commenting fire, and then in there they were like, just, bro, this kid needs to stop this shit now. So I was like, damn. In the beginning, I was like, bro, that shit crazy. But I think you just have to overlook it, because like, at the end of the day, man, it's back to just you. This is like, I'm the reason why I'm going to be where I am, you know. So like, if I let somebody else tell me what to do, or like tell me something, like, I know what I'm making, and like, if I make something, I know I'm still improving. I know where I'm supposed to be. So I think I look at it like, if someone tell me that shit ass, I think the best thing to do is, I guess, ignore it. But don't ignore it, but like, ignore it. I can't explain it. It's like, you look at it. Sometimes I don't even look at it, but if I see it, I just be like, oh, okay, no problem. It's like, I think it just adds on to the drive, or it just adds on to the fire, I think.
Yeah, that's really nice, man. You're a student, and you're a musician.
Yeah.
Obviously, you make music for the girls.
Yeah.
But personally, I'm a fan of your music.
Yeah,
I really like your
Thanks,
music, and one of my favorite songs, I don't know the name, but it goes like, oh na 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 na. I like that song so much, bro. Like, congratulations.
Thank you so much, bro.
I actually came across it on Apple Music.
Yeah,
on the top list of Tanzanian artists. I saw it there, and I was like, who is this new artist?
Yeah.
So that's when I found you.
That's dope,
found about you, and then I had like, okay, some of my friends know you. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's do an episode with this guy.
Yeah.
So being a student
Yeah.
and being an artist, how do you handle the two responsibilities? How do you juggle them around?
Yeah. So then, for me, I already do music as a subject. So I do music as a subject right now in uni.
Oh, so you study music?
Yeah, I study music in uni. So like, it's not really that hard to juggle, because I only have school on like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I only go to school like 3 times in a week, let's say. So if I'm going to school on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I go to class and I'm learning about music. So whatever I learn in music class, or whatever, if I'm doing performance in class, if I'm doing anything that I learn, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I put it in my own music. So it's like, I think it makes it very easy, because I'm doing music as a student, and I'm already doing music as a career. So like, whatever I learn, I try my best to just put it into my own music. So I think it works really well because of, you know, the subject I've chose. But even if I did, let's say I had to do, I don't know, science or something, and I was doing music, I think being like able to like, you know, juggle these two, I don't think it would have been too hard for me, because the way I look at it, I don't look at music like, it is my career, but I don't try to look at it like a career too much, because I look at it like this is like my passion. So like, it's something that even if I'm going to school, like, you know, when you're going to school, it's like, man, I'd feel more forced going to school than even if I'm really tired and you turn on the mic, I might be like, okay, you know what, I gotta get up, you know. So like, I think it's like my priorities. So if I start my studies, I'll just make sure I finish everything like on time. Like, I'll make sure that I have time for music. So it's something where I just make sure that no matter what I'm doing, no matter how busy I am, I have to do music, because like that's just like what makes me happy and what keeps me going. So it's better that I can juggle both of them, I think, that way.
Yeah, that's really nice. You know, in this channel we always talk about passion.
Yeah.
Like when you do what you love,
Yeah.
even if you're working, you don't feel like it's work.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. So yeah, that's really
It doesn't
nice.
really feel like work anymore. It just feels like, man, I'm like, you know, you're enjoying yourself, you know, doing something that you enjoy. It's like, it doesn't even feel like hectic. You don't feel like, damn, man, I'm so tired. Like, even if you're tired, you might be like, you know what, let's just do this, man. So I think it will be easy to juggle.
So talking about obviously you have passion for music.
Yeah.
But at what point do you say, I want to pursue this thing professionally?
So I think before I even released my first song, obviously, there was like a lot going on in the background because I was really scared to start. I had already started writing music and everything like that, but then to now go pursue it professionally, I really just did a lot of research. Because like, for me, the way I look at it is, even if it's my passion and something for fun, it's still something I want to be my career. So if I want it to be my career, I need to like really take it very serious, because like that's what I want to feed me. I want to make my future. That's how I want to make my destiny. So obviously I have to make sure that I really like, I guess, work hard. So what I did was I researched a lot before I even started. So I only started professionally like 3 years ago or 4. I think I started 4 years ago, but I used to rap originally, and then I was like, man, this rap is not for me, because I was rapping, but then it was not too fun for me. Like until I transitioned into Afrobeats, I was like, oh my god, yeah,
There's no going back.
There's no going back, man. I loved, like, just trust me, man, making an Afrobeats, just the vibes and everything, it's just always enjoyment. So like, I think when I started making Afrobeats, that's when I really took it seriously. And like, when I did Afrobeats now, I think the more you see, like, you know, it's like these achievements that you're slowly taking in. I think I look at my achievements, I don't like to compare my achievements. So then for me to take something professionally, I use myself as my, I guess, standard, or like whatever. So like, if I'm starting right now, I use myself as a standard. Today I got 1,000 views, cool. Tomorrow, I don't care what you do, just make sure it's above that. Even if it's 1,100, fine, but that little progress should be there. So that progress there just keeps me getting it more like, yo, I'm going. So if today's 1,000, then tomorrow I want it to be 2K. If today's 2K, then tomorrow I want it to be 3K. I just want more and more and more. So then all the research that I did before, I was like, yeah, man, I'm ready to do this professionally. I don't remember exactly when I started professionally, but I think like 2 years, 3 years ago.
I mean, you guys are seeing, it's something I think me and you also should take notes as well.
Yeah.
That if we get 1,000 views next time, we should always aim to get like
definitely
quadruple or triple.
Yeah.
So it's you guys that should be taking notes as well. If you're doing something, if you make 10,000, tomorrow make 20,000, or the little progress. I mean, you might not make 20,000, you might make 12,000.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the progress behind it that you can see that you can do it, right?
Yeah, the progress is very important, man. And also, like, don't compare your progress to others. You know, like a lot of people might be like, let's say me and you both start music now, and you drop your song, you have a lot more views than me. I'm like, damn, okay, you get 10,000 views, I have 500. Okay, fine. You drop your next song, you have now 12K, and I go like 600. I'm like, damn, what's going on? Like, how come he's doing better or something? I think, bro, just look at yourself, congratulate your achievements, because at the end of the day, it's still like, it's your path, you know what I mean? So just congratulate yourself, 100, 200, slowly, you'll get there eventually, man.
So for the viewers that are watching, how do you stay, because it's not really easy, but how do you stay focused on your own path?
I think to stay focused on your own path, man, that's another challenge, like, that comes with, like, you know, anything really, not even just music. It's another challenge that comes, staying focused on your path, bro. There's a lot of distractions out here, bro. There's a lot of distractions, bro. A lot of distractions. And I think at the end of the day, I think you just have to look at your reasoning. Like, why do you do this? Do you do this because you just want to make money, or do you do this because you want to, or like, is anybody forcing you? I think it's your path. You chose this. Like, nobody told me to make music. Nobody told me, hey, listen, you have to sing. If somebody was forcing me, then it would be harder for me to stay, because then whoever's forcing me would kind of have to make me stay. But then if I chose it, I'm like, yo, I want to do music. The reasoning behind it is not, I want to make money, I want to become famous. No. If that was the reasoning, then, you know, I think the reasoning plays a big role, man. Because if your reason is just to make money, then I think it's harder to stay that way. If you're just looking at it like, I just want to make money, I feel like it's harder to stay on your path when all you want to do is make money. But if you're doing this because, yes, the money will come, yes, everything will come, but all you want is just because you know that you want to be like, let's say for me, let's say them, but for me, I want to be like the biggest like star ever, like to ever leave Tanzania. Like I want to represent my flag, but I want to have my flag on my back. And I don't talk Kiswahili too much, but I put it in my songs, and just know that I just want to have my flag on my back. So if I know that this is where I want to be, there's nothing that's gonna stop me, man. There's gonna be women, there's gonna be there's gonna be drugs, there's gonna be everything everywhere. But bro, just look at your goal and be like, bro, this is where I want to be. And if you let anything stop you, then do you really want it that bad, bro?
With that mentality,
yeah,
bro, I believe the sky is not a limit for you. You guys
Shouldn't
very
be,
far,
bro.
because
Shouldn't be, bro.
you know, if you are doing it for the money,
Yeah,
then once you get the money, you become dismotivated.
exactly.
But if you are doing it for the passion and for a bigger goal that's bigger than money,
Yeah,
you'll never stop.
exactly.
Yeah. So you are Tanzanian.
Yeah.
Obviously you live in the UK.
Yeah.
So you make Afrobeat music.
Yeah.
But right here in Tanzania, the most famous music is Bongo Flava.
Yeah.
That's our roots.
Yeah.
So how has Bongo Flava influenced your music?
Yeah, so for me, obviously, even if I lived in Tanzania, right, for a long time, and like I did not really listen to a lot of Bongo Flava or anything like that. I actually just came to listen to it like when I started doing my Afrobeats. And I'll give you the reason why I started listening to like Bongo Flava and stuff. So then beforehand, I never really listened to Bongo Flava. I used to always listen to like Afrobeats, you know the famous ones, Nigerian music and like stuff like that. I always used to listen to that type of stuff. And then eventually, as I really got serious into this music business and everything, trust me, having my own Tanzanian roots in my music is really important. And the way I seen this was when, see, I make Afrobeats, right? And Bongo Flava and Afrobeats are two different things. But then if I'm listening to Bongo Flava and I'm listening to the way they use their words, the Kiswahili in there, and I put it in Afrobeats, so now I'm on an Afrobeat, but I'm singing with Kiswahili words, it brings a new flavor. So like, let's just say, to us, when we listen to Kiswahili, it just sounds like Kiswahili. You know what Kiswahili sounds like, I know what Kiswahili sounds like, we understand it. But then out there, Kiswahili to them is like, it's different, it's new to the game. So I remember I was actually talking to my manager, and he was telling me, he was asking me, bro, do you know Kiswahili? Like, this is before I met my management. He was asking me, bro, do you know Kiswahili? I'm like, yeah, I know Kiswahili. He's like, bro, trust me, like that would be very important. And I was asking him why, and he was telling me, like, when you're speaking Kiswahili in Afrobeats, you're bringing a new flavor to something. And outside, people don't really hear Kiswahili on an Afrobeat, or like a new language on an Afrobeat. So if you're using, even if I was, something I always wish I knew was to speak like my tribal language or something. Like if I knew that, bro, I swear I would just be putting that in my songs, because like to them it's new. And like when something is new to you, to your ears, you just want to, like, you're more curious to like know, like, oh, what's this? So I feel like when I started listening to Bongo Flava, I take the Kiswahili, the way the starting points, the way I don't know how to explain exactly, but like the way Bongo Flava works, and I try to put it in Afrobeats. So then the Kiswahili words, everything, when I put it in Afrobeat, it becomes like, it feels new out there. To us, we know what Kiswahili is, so we understand it doesn't feel too new, but out there, like, they look at it like, yo, what is that? And like that curiosity makes them want to listen more. So I think definitely keeping my Tanzanian roots in there is very important. So I do take Bongo Flava and put it in Afrobeats.
So for the viewers that are watching, I'm sure there's some people that probably know how to sing as well and everything. They're from Tanzania. but then it's scary
Yeah.
because of where we're from,
Yeah.
the culture and stuff.
Yeah.
So how has it been for you, obviously, with the culture, let's say the aunties, the
Yeah.
uncles? Oh, why are you making music? Why are you not a scientist?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're scared as well. So
Yeah.
how did you come out on that point?
I think for me, before I started doing music, I had to kind of show my mom that like I'm really serious with this, you know, because obviously at the end of the day, I know it's hard. Like, you know, there's some parents out there who are gonna be, you know, harder on their kids, or like, you know, aunties. I mean, just in general, Tanzania, music is not like, you don't just tell somebody I make music and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll keep going. Like, usually music is looked at like either it's bad, it has bad, I guess, effects to it. Like, people would be like, oh, music, if you make music, you probably do drugs, you probably do all this. It has a bad look. So it's really hard to even just tell your mom like, yeah, I do music. But then for me, at first, I didn't tell my mom I do music. I just did it on the side. I didn't let it interfere with my, you know, life at first. And I was just doing music on the side. And then eventually I just came to be like, mom, like, trust me, I really want to do this. In the beginning, obviously, like, are you sure? I'm like, believe me, like, I really want to do this. Cool. I do it more and more and more and more. And the more she sees me, like, you know, I think someone can see your effort, your passion. Like, someone can see, like, when somebody is serious about their work, you'll know. Like, you know, it'll be pretty obvious. Like, yo, he's not sleeping. He wants to go to the studio. It's like 11. Why are you not sleeping? Like, I think my mom just saw that drive. Like, at those times when I used to like save my own money and go buy something. Let's just say if I want to go buy an equipment, I'll save my own money and buy it. Even though she never let me buy it, because like she'd be like, why are you saving your own money? I can buy it for you. I'm like, I know, but then I can't just come to you and ask, mom, can I have a mic? Mic is mad expensive. Mom, can I have a mic? She's like, why? I make music. Obviously, it's hard to say that, but I think once you do it and do it and do it, that passion just will prove to them that you're really serious. Once you show somebody you're serious about something, I think it's easier for them to be like, you know what, okay, fine, let's hear you out. So then, even some parents though, if you're doing science, or if they want you to do science, if they want you to do math or anything on the side, I think do it, because music can still be like, music is not something like that. You don't even need to study it, but like you just need to do a lot of research. So you could still do it on the side and still finish what your parents want you to do, whatever. And then after that, just, well, you know, once you show someone that you really want something, they can't really stop you now. Like, they can't really stop you, because like, you really want it that bad. Well, I don't think they should be able to stop you from that. But the challenges, yeah, I know, it's big here in Tanzania. You don't just say I make music and they go like, whoa, keep going. They just usually, it's a bad look, man. Yeah, man, it's a bad look on you, bro. But I think the passion would show someone that you're really serious about something.
So you make music.
Yeah.
You make really, really nice music.
Yeah.
So for our audience,
Yeah.
who are interested in making music,
Yeah.
they want to know, like, what's the process like in making music until the music is out.
Until the music is out, man. The music, until a song comes out, man. I mean, it takes long. I mean, you guys do this podcast, and you know how long it takes to, you know, edit and do all that. I think I don't know how to explain the process, but all I know, I'm explaining my process. Everybody has their own process, but for me, is how I feel is what I write. So if today I'm feeling really nice, then I'll probably write a nice song about, you know, most of the time I write about girls, because that's just what I most of the time I write about girls, because I guess that's the life I live. But like I guess that's the life I live. But music that I write is inspired by how I'm feeling. So if today I was out with a girl, then tomorrow when I get in the studio, it's probably what I'm gonna write about. And whether that girl told me I'm bad, then I'll probably write I'm bad in the song. So that's how I write it, like depending on how I'm feeling. So if I get in the studio, I write the song, whatever. The song's now done, I've recorded, and recording, I think for me, recording it finishing it is not really the hard part. The hard part is now taking it out. 'Cause like once I've recorded the song, I have it, it's finished, I have it on my hands. Releasing it is the hard part, because once it's time to release a song, you really have to think strategically, because like at the end of the day, I have to work harder. Like I feel like I have to work a lot harder than someone who's doing bongo flavor in Tanzania. Because I do Afrobeats, it's like I'm challenging see right now, the things that are trending right now is piano songs, right? And because piano songs are trending everywhere, that's what everybody's going to be doing. Because it's like, if something is hot and you do it, you're also gonna be hot, right? So if piano is trending, everybody's gonna do it and they're also gonna be hot. But then I haven't done a piano song, and I'm challenging what's hot. And challenging what's hot is already hard enough. To be like, you know what, guys, stop listening to piano and listen to my song is hard. So like, I have to really plan out how I'm going to release my song. How will I make you listen to my song? Like, convincing somebody to listen, damn man, that's hard, bro. Like, for someone to give you the time of day, especially, you know, in this time of like in this time where we are now, for someone to be like, you know what, I'm gonna take my day out like 3 minutes to listen to LEEROY and this new song, that's really hard. So I think getting it out is harder than actually making it. The process is, you know, I get in the studio, I record, the producer mixes it, I get it back, I listen to it one more time to feel, if I feel like the song's complete, I have the song, and I'll take my song, put it on my notes app. I have a notes app on my phone, and I just plan how the hell am I gonna convince people to listen to the song. And that's really the hard part, just convincing someone to listen. I really take my time with that. Like I have a lot of songs right now. Like I have a lot of songs ready, but like I don't feel like it's time to drop yet. So I'm really just waiting and just writing down notes. And also I look around and see like what's going on in time. Like, you know, use the time that what's going on right now. Let's just say right now it's summer. So what are people feeling right now? Summertime. People are doing this. So today is let's say this is going on. That time that I'm using, I'm like, okay, this happened. So would it be right to drop this song? Let's just say there's like a very big tragedy. God forbid, there's like a big tragedy in Tanzania. And then I'm dropping a song that's like, I want to party. It's like, what?
Oh, you making sense.
You know what I mean? So like, I look at the time, like it's just that strategy, like pulling it out and making people listen. The hard part. But everything else, man, trust me, it's not that hard to record and do that. I don't think it's that hard.
So, as you said, obviously,
yeah,
it's the life you live.
Yeah.
Music for the pretty women. So I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, is every song about a specific girl, or is it for different girls? Songs for different girls?
I don't have a specific girl that I write a song for.
So, for example, Anoti, is it for a specific girl?
Anoti, man,
she got your heart.
Whoever that girl is, I don't know even if she knows herself. I don't think she knows herself. But music, as I said, is how I'm feeling. So I don't know when I wrote Anoti exactly, but if yesterday Anoti is a song about like I went to the club, this one girl basically just gave me the time of my life in there, and like the wine was crazy.
Anoti, who are you, Anoti?
I don't think she knows who she is, and hopefully she doesn't. But when I went to the studio the next day, I think that's all I could think about, and I just wrote it. So it's not a specific song for a girl, but it kind of is specific, but not really. Like, I don't sit down and be like, damn, today I'm gonna write a song about this girl. It's just like, trust me, I don't know, I can't explain. I don't want to write a song about girls. It just happens. As soon as a beat comes on, automatically whatever is going on through my head, if there was something I did yesterday, if it was something I did 3 weeks ago, if that's what, and especially the beat also plays a part. if the beat's like very happy, the beat's going very happy, then it triggers my memories of people that made me happy, and then that just comes out, and whatever comes out, the words, whoever they're about, you come to find out later on when I'm done recording. I'm like, wait a minute, I know who this is. So I know, but I don't think anybody else knows.
If you are not, you gave LEEROY the time of the light of his life, man. Props to you.
Thank you for
dropped a banger.
Thank you for giving me that song. So thank you to you.
So LEEROY, you make music for pretty women.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who inspires you, whether it's Tanzania or globally?
Yeah.
Which artist
Inspires
you
me
get?
most.
Yeah.
So for me, in my music, I think the person who inspires me most, I would say, is Rema. And the reason I would pick Rema is not because of his style of music or anything like that, but just for me, I like performing. That's like my number one priority. If I'm making a song, after the song's done, automatically I'm already thinking like, how the hell will I perform this song? And the main reason I look at performing is because, let's just say, any of you guys been to like a concert or anything like that?
Yeah, Burna
Like,
Boy.
you know, let's just say you went to a Burna Boy concert. Whatever he's performing on stage is not the same song you're gonna hear in the car. Let's say if you're in the car and you're listening to, what's the song by Burna Boy? If you're listening to It's Plenty. It's Plenty, if you're listening to that song in the car, it will just sound Burna Boy singing, this is how the song feels. The song, it already feels good to you. But when now you go to the concert and there's a live band, he's performing it with energy, he's like, there's dancers on stage, it like makes the song go like you hear the song at it's like you see the song at a different perspective. So like for me, performing is very important because whoever comes to my show has to feel like, man, I want to come back again. You know, I want to come back again. So I think Rema right now is like, I don't know if you guys have seen any Rema performances on your TikTok or anything like that, but that guy is the performing skills, like convincing somebody, like back again, performing will convince somebody to go back and listen again. After a concert, I guarantee you're gonna go back and be like, yo, what's that song that he played there? I mean, like you hear it, you want to hear it again. So I think Rema is my inspiration, performing wise. But I think for my sound itself, I don't think I have one person who inspires me. I think it's just, I like to take from different people. If I like someone and how they write their music, how they do it, I look at it and be like, oh, that's dope. I take it and change it into LEEROY. So it's like, if let's just say I listen to a new song right now and I hear it and I'm like, yo, this guy went like this. Later on, I'm gonna do it on my way. So like, I would add my own sauce and, you know, change it. Because everybody, you can't copy someone. I mean, you can, but like, you can't really copy someone. Like, you're Monty, I'm me. I could copy your style and everything, but I can't be you. Like, I could copy everything you're wearing right now, but I cannot be you. So I think at the end of the day, once I take from all these inspiring people, slowly, it just kind of shapes me into who I am. But who I am is who I am, and the inspiration is just like there to like add on to like my sauce, I guess.
So as an artist, obviously, I feel like, for example, if I have to look at Lil Baby right now and say, who describes Lil Baby? I think freestyle.
Yeah,
it's freestyle. That's the tune of Lil Baby. That's the national anthem. But let's say right now, if someone was to ask you, what music or what song would actually represent LEEROY of your own?
Of my own.
Or it could be of your own, or it could be of someone like who. What song do you think defines you the most?
Defines me. I think that's a hard question because, you know, it feels like that question feels like, what's your favorite song?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like, what's your favorite song? But I never really have a favorite, so I don't think I'd even have an answer to this question, because it's like every song that I write has some part of me in it. Like, if I'm writing a naughty, this way I can explain like this. Yeah, let's say we take a naughty, the beat. So you take the beat right now, you give me the beat, and you take the beat and give it to someone else who's also an artist. Like, no matter how much similarities the beat is. Like, no, the beat is the same beat, but it's impossible to write the same song, to like think of the same melodies, start at the same time. Like, he'll do something else, I'll do something else. So then if I wrote a note today, I'm the one who wrote it, so it basically has me in it. Like, that's my sauce. If I write another song, it's my sauce. So like, I think it's hard to pick one exact song that defines me, but man, I think I'll just leave that up to the audience, really. Maybe they can tell me they can tell me the definition of LEEROY in a song, but I don't think I have a song exactly which defines me. Not that I know of.
Maybe we should leave it to the audience and ask them,
Yeah,
what song do you guys think defines LEEROY the most?
Yeah.
Or also, comment down below what you guys think is your favorite LEEROY song. Is it Naughty?
Let me know, man. Let me know. You know, I use you guys for feedback.
Yeah.
So
And also, what do you like? What do you want to see from him? Do you want to see him making music about you? Come give him the wine of him. Come catch him at the club and give him a wine of his life. He'll make a music about you.
Hey,
it's opportunity. Song could be made about you.
That's crazy.
But I mean, you started off music by rapping, you said, right?
Yeah.
And now you're making Afrobeats.
Yeah.
How did you evolve from rap to Afrobeats, and what was the process like in between? And why did you do it?
I think rap was what I used to listen to. At that time, I used to always listen to rap. So when I started making music, automatically I'm like, let me just rap, because I already listen to rap all the time. I already know how to rap, so let me do it. Because I knew how to rap, I did it. But I didn't do it because like that didn't make me feel like complete, man. I'm telling you, when I did rap, I was doing it and I was enjoying myself, yes. But then when I started like listening to Afrobeats and when I started doing Afrobeats, man, that's when I was like, yo, this is where I want to stay. But the transition, I don't think the transition was kind of hard, but as I said once again, man, if you want to do something, bro, you're gonna do it, bro. So I think I just set my mind to it and I said, I'm gonna be doing Afrobeats from now on. I was dropping rap songs, but I was just still doing Afrobeat in the background and practicing. Like, bro, I practice like a lot, bro. Like, man, I think I record almost every day. So let's say when I was still back in school, every day I tell myself that I have to do something musically. Like, no matter how tired I am, I have to do something musically. Even if I load up a beat and I can just record just melodies, I don't write, I can just record nothing, but I need to do something musically. And if I'm doing something every day, there's no way I'm not gonna be good at it. Like, I mean, there's people who do things every day and, you know, they're still not good at it. But I think it's like, if you're doing it, like, let me find a good example. If I know this is where my standard is, I want to be here, I'm not gonna do something. I'm not gonna make an Afrobeat today, make another one tomorrow, make another one the next day, and not see progress. Because if I'm making a song today, I have to look that if I make the song, what did I do wrong? What did I do right? Why is this song not good? And I used to use people's feedback. So before I release or anything, I can show a few people my songs. Like, yo, what do you think of this song? And I can show somebody. And the way I like to get it is, I don't like to tell people that I'm a musician. So let's say if we step in a room and I'm not gonna be like, hey guys, I'm an artist. I'll just say, whoever has a speaker, yo, like, just connect my song and like just play. But don't tell that I'm an artist, because once somebody knows you're in the same room as them, it's easier for them to just fake it and be like, oh man, bro, that's crazy, man. Even though they don't really care, they'll just, you know, because like nobody wants to be on your bad side or anything. People want to be good to you, so it's very easy for them to just sugarcane everything when you're around. So if I'm in the room right now, and if you guys didn't know that I was a musician and I was a speaker, I'd just be like, yo, I have this one song and I'll play it. Or like, I'd tell my friend to play a song, and once someone plays it, you guys I can just look around, you know, through someone's body language and everything, you can kind of tell if they like it or not. And I just use that feedback from people to level up my sound. So then Afrobeat was hard in the beginning, but I do a song today, feedback it, be like, yo, I think I messed up here. I think I messed up here. Okay, this is what I'll do next time. And I like that. So I think feedback and also being honest with yourself, man. I think a lot of people fail to be honest with themselves because I don't know why, but like you can't. If you're not honest yourself, then it's gonna be harder to make it. Because if you make a song today, just be honest to yourself. Listen to it. Listen with your ears, and then think about it. I like to think about my songs not as Leroy, but as somebody else. So if I make a song right now, I want to take myself out of my shoes and step out and be like, if I was walking somewhere and I heard the song, would I even pay attention to it, or would I even care to listen? And then that there is me being honest with myself. I really have to tell myself like, yo, this song is not it. Oh, yo, this song is good. Oh, yo, this song is not there yet. So if I'm being honest with myself, there's a higher chance that later on I'll just keep going higher and higher, because I know if I make a bad song, then I just tell myself like, yo, that's not at your standard. So that being honest with myself kind of just adds on to the consistency and everything. And then obviously if you have all these things and you really are doing them all the time, consistency, the feedback, telling yourself what's right, what's wrong, and just growing, I think that's how you grow really. So I think it was hard, but you know, here we are now, I guess.
You know, we have seen a lot recently that most artists, especially here in Tanzania, they either steal or they copy other people's music. Not in a bad way. For example, Diamond PLATNUMZ, he recently released a song and people were saying like, he copied some Nigerian artists. It's not in a bad way. I will refer to a quote by, I think it's Leonardo da Vinci. He's one of the greatest artists to ever live. So he said, like, good artists copy, great artists steal. So it's something that most people do it, like they steal other people's work and then they integrate it in their music. So you as Leeroy, you do that? Are you planning to do it, or what do you think about it?
So I think right now, because I feel like I want to bring a new sound to the game, I don't think I'm gonna copy right now. Or I don't know if I'm gonna copy anytime soon, but because I want to bring a new sound to the game. I mean, I saw when Diamond did the Enjoy, I think in an interview he was just saying like he heard the beat of Who's Your Guy. That's the song they took the beat from. So he heard the beat of Who's Your Guy, and he said that, you know, they felt like they could make something maybe better. So it's like, and I kind of understood his point though, because like if you have a song right now and the beat, if I like your beat, I could just take your beat and make my own song. And I've not really copied, but like I've tried to make better of what you made. So then I don't think he really copied, but he was trying to make better of what the Who's Your Guy did. So I think I wouldn't really copy, like copy, but I don't think I'd copy. Maybe just right now, I feel like I'm young, new generation. I feel like I want to bring a new sound to the game, and there's time to experiment. Right now, I'm still young, man. There's time to experiment. There's a lot of time for us to just be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and like we're still experimenting and creating. Not now.
That's really good, because you're coming with your own thing. Because most artists, they don't want to reinvent the wheel. They just want to go with the flow and take what exists and make it better.
I don't think that's really right, because I mean, obviously it's quick money. Like like making a piano song right now the piano is hot right now. If I really wanted to just make quick money, if I made a piano song and I took money to go to budget and I really budgeted and promoted that song, I know it would take me somewhere. But then for me, I don't want to blow up with a sound that's not mine. Like I don't really make a piano. So if I did an piano song, that would not be Leroy. That would just be me
The sake
trying to
of
hop
it, yeah.
in the trend, yeah. And like, if you blow up because of something, let's just say, right now, if I blow up because I'm a piano, the audience I'm gonna attract is people who like I'm a piano. So then now these people are coming out to me and expecting Leroy to make another piano. I don't know even, you know, how the hell do I even start? Now I have to stick to making piano. So I'm like, nah, man. I think it's more challenging to, you know, bring something new to the game. But I think for the long run, I look at it in the long run, it's better.
So you heard it, guys. So if this podcast blows up because of Leroy, it means we're gonna do another one. So actually, for part 2 with Leroy, we need 10,000 likes on this video. Yeah.
So you guys heard that?
Hit the like button if you wanna see a part 2 of Leroy, man.
Let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen.
But on top of that, so you said earlier on that you study music. You do music. Why do you think that is important as a young artist who's making music? Because for some people, they just think if you have the talent, you just have the talent. You don't need to study. You just can just make music. But then you decided to go to uni and literally just study music. So how do you think the studying music helps you? And do you think it's important for an artist, if they're capable of it, do you think it's important for them to study music?
I mean, obviously, music is a very creative thing, you know? And like, you don't really need to. Nobody can teach you how to make music. It's just like yourself, you know, like how creative you are and like how you do it. Nobody can teach you how to make music, but then they can teach you how to handle the music that you've made. So then the reason I'm doing school for music is not because I'm going there to learn how to make music. It's like I'm going there mostly to learn like the insides and out, like, you know, like music business. Once you know that, nobody can trick you. Nobody's gonna play you out, like, because business in general is a very like dangerous game, you know. So like, once I know that this is how it works, then how can you outplay me and be like, oh, your new song, man, listen, if you give it to us, we can do this and this. I'd be like, nah, man, I'm sorry, I can't do that. So then I think obviously there's some people out there, you know, just can't, you know, do music uni and stuff like that. But it's definitely important. I feel like it's important to have the knowledge, because it definitely, it like what you know is what, like, how do I explain this? Like, what you know is like what you can use to kind of like control your sound or your music. So like, if I know that this is how the game works, how can you play me? How can you outplay me in the game? Like, because I already know how it works. So then I think it's important not to learn how to make music, but to like really manage it and handle it and like see how to promote, how to just do everything in general. It's important, but a lot of people don't have it out there, and you know, sadly, that's how a lot of artists, you know, get like used and stuff these days. Like, you sign a contract that tell you, don't worry, we got you. And obviously, if you don't have the knowledge, then you don't really know too much.
I mean, that goes along the lines of, if you're capable of studying, I'm sure there's insides and outs and everything.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Musa, we can go and study podcasting right now. But as he said, there's insides and outs, and you just have to be able to learn and to know the fact that he's get into music, so that he can know, so that you guys, whoever you think you are, you can't come to him and be like, give me a music and let me play it for you and take that percent, take this percent. He's trying to study the deep inside root of music. I mean, it's a very good thing, man. I can't lie, Musa. What do you think?
Yeah, it's great. And one thing I really want to know from Leeroy, you know, we all have challenges in our careers.
Yeah.
Even for us, we have a lot of challenges since we started this podcast. Like, most people didn't even want to come. Most people even didn't want to even to listen to our podcast at first. So, with the music, what challenges have you been facing trying to grow as a young artist?
I think challenges, there's a lot of different challenges, man. There's money, man. Like, this music stuff is expensive, man. Like, you know, trying to get the best engineer, trying to get the best beat, trying to like this. You just like before I even release a song, so much shit I have to pay for just for you guys to get it. So it's already hard enough, for it. I put my songs on all platforms, but like for the professionalism to stay high, man, you gotta have money, man, and like finding that money, and now reinvesting it in your music, doing a show, and then after the show, not spending that money somewhere else, but putting that back in your music is challenging to that side of like just the money factor is already challenging itself, and other factors that are really challenging. I think right now, because right now I don't think I faced too many challenges because I've already seen all the challenges and I've kind of already known how to go above them. So the challenges like the first one I said, convincing someone to listen. The money issue. There's what are the challenges there? Like there's many different challenges, but right now they're just not on top of my head. Like there's a lot of challenges that are going on, but you can't really let them stop you, but you can just find a way to go around it. It's like a wall. Like it'll be a wall right now. Let's say your mom tells you stop making music. I'm like, nah man, I'm not doing that. And it's obviously going, let's just say there's a wall right here. Going around the wall is probably harder than going through it. Like if the wall's not there, it would have been easier to pass. Yeah. But like because it's already there, what are you gonna do? You just have to go around it. If you want to get to the back, then you just have to go around it, right? Like if you really want what's at the back of the wall, then they're not gonna stand there and be like, damn man, can't climb this wall. But you're either gonna climb it, go around it. I don't know how you're gonna find it, but you just have to go around these challenges. But there's definitely a lot of challenges out there. I know they're just not on top of my head.
That's nice. And in this podcast, we always talk about money.
Yeah.
Money and making your own destiny.
Yeah.
So, as a musician, how do you make money?
How do I make money?
Yeah.
There's different ways of making money as a musician. And just for the people out there, because there's a lot of people who come to me and ask me, like, there's somebody who came up to me and asked me if I want to start making music, but like, it's like to pay that serious. So first of all, at first, when he asked me that, I was like, but are you doing this for the money or are you doing it because you want to? But then a lot of people want to know how, do we even make money? And I think music is like, it's entertainment at the end of the day. It's entertainment. So there's different ways to make money. So let's say if I drop a song now, the first and easiest way to make money is through streams. Like if you listen, I get paid. However, man, they pay so little, bro. Like you could listen to a song right now, one stream could like be like 0.0000 something $4. Bro, that's like, I don't know what the hell is that. Like for like 1,000 streams, man, you might even get like $3. And it also depends on where your people are listening from. So like if you're listening from Tanzania, because Spotify, let's say Spotify, we pay cheap. It's like we pay cheap. It's like 10K I think for like a monthly subscription. Because we pay cheaper, the artists also get paid cheaper when you listen from here. But when you're from, let's say out there UK, you pay let's say £5-10, then that's more expensive. The artists get paid more, but it's not really like a big difference. So it's like 0.00004 is 0.0005. Like it's nothing crazy from streams. So obviously you don't get much from streams, man. But where you really get your money is shows. Yeah, shows is where you get money. Merch. Like people like hard cash is better than that online cash. Like hard cash, like, and now getting hard cash from somebody, like yeah, I can get you to listen to my song, but getting you to take out 20K to come see me at a show is a different case, So it's definitely harder to get somebody to pay 20K to see you at a show than to listen. But that's how we get paid. From performing you get money. Yeah, that's like number one where you get money. And then after that, there's just these other small things. like endorsements, you know, and like showing face. Like, so once you really get hot, like once you're really famous, everybody wants to like see you. Everybody wants to like use you, and you know, you become a brand like at the end of the day. So like, let's say right now I make music, I'm like basically a brand, yeah. And once someone attaches my name to the thing, if I have a loyal enough fan base, then they're bound to come watch, they're bound to come to the performance, they're bound to come there. So then like you get money very easily once you've blown up and everybody wants to see you, and you have like your very strong fan base that are like, man, musician fan bases are like crazy, man. I think I saw this when I was in the UK. I saw Chris Brown. So then he was doing a tour in the UK, and then every day after he's done performing, he's already got his money for performing.
Yeah, he goes to show face.
He has to go for a club, right?
Yeah.
He goes to like a club appearance. But you know how much they pay him for a club appearance? Bro, £50,000.
Some crazy money.
Bro, they pay him £50,000 for the club appearance. And when he comes to the club appearance, like it's like bro, it's like this shit is really serious. Like they have like guidelines and everything. Like I don't have mine. I'd show you like my rider. So like let's say it's called a rider, and like if you guys want me to perform somewhere, I'll just send you my rider, and my rider has everything written in it. Like these are the terms and conditions if you want Leeroy to come. Or he's allowed to bring 3 guests. He's allowed to, so now I have mine, and you know I'm allowed to bring 3 guests. There's a certain amount of money you have to give me. And it's like, I'll give you my rider, and whether you sign it or you don't, it's up to you. But then them, Chris Brown or whatever, on his rider for that 50,000, bro, 50,000 bands, bro. And after you go pay 50K, he doesn't touch the mic. Like he's just a club appearance. He just comes there for 50K. He's there for like 30 minutes. He doesn't touch the mic. You give him drinks on top of that. You give him girls on top of that. You know that. So I think money is there in the music. If you want to do music, money is there. But don't focus on the money. Like just don't focus on it. Just if you do it as a passion, and once you get hot, the money will come. And the money will come, bro. You just do what you want to do, and the money will come, bro.
So what is the vision of your music? What's your goal? What's your goal and vision? Yeah.
Man,
the next 5-10 years, let's say someone who came and watched this podcast and we asked you this question.
Yeah.
They come and they see you. What's the vision? What would they see?
Bro, in the next 5-10 years, bro, I want to be performing on the biggest stages. Like, like O2 Arena. Fucking hell, bro. That's like a goal to me. But like, it's like having, for me, the biggest thing that I've always told myself, and I think I even cry if this happens, is hearing, like, you know, writing a song and like doing all this creative stuff behind the scenes. I've already written my song. Like I've made this, and now hearing like for me, just hearing like 50 people singing it like word to word feels crazy. And like right now I do a couple shows, and you know, I'm not saying that guy, but like I bring in, you know, a couple people, and these people have come out their house willing, that they're knowing like today I want to go see Leeroy and I want to go hear him perform this song. If it's like 200 people, 100 coming and just standing there to look at me just sing, and they sing the song word to word, that shit makes me feel like bro, like it just makes me feel that type of way, man. So the goal is I need like 50,000, 60,000. I just want to hear like an audience singing my song, and especially my Kiswahili lyrics. Bro, I need them singing that shit, and it'll even feel like I'm representing my country, really. It will feel like I have my country on my back, like, you know, I have my flag, and you guys are singing Kiswahili. You don't even understand it, but you're singing it. So I think the goal is from 5 to 10 years from now, bro. 10 years is too far. 5 years from now, the biggest stages have to hear my song, and that's what we're gonna be. Not planning. That's what we're going to be.
Amen to that. I mean, you guys heard it from here.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be you guys have to go follow 10kLeeroy from now on. Start listening to his music. And I told you guys, comment down below what you guys think of his music. Comment down below your favorite song. Comment down below what you want to hear from him, or give him feedback. He said he loves feedback, and we're all a community here, so just drop him a little feedback.
Leroy, you know, most artists I've seen, they are very superstitious and they do rituals. For example, you have seen a Tanzanian artist, let's say like Harmonize, or Wizkid, or Burna Boy, or Lil Wayne. Like before they create the art, and find someone must smoke weed or someone must drink. So do you have any superstitions or rituals that you do before creating music?
Man, it's just the vibes, man. It's just the vibes. Most of the time I find myself writing music after like a weekend. You know, most of the time in the weekend I feel like that's like my getaway time. You know, I don't record on Saturdays or Sundays or Fridays. So if that's my getaway time, you know, at night we're going out with the boys, you know what I mean, chilling and, you know, enjoying ourselves. And, you know, that's with the pretty girls as well. And just that enjoyment there, I think you could say, is what kind of feels into the song that I'm gonna write on Monday. So if I'm gonna write a song on Monday, most likely either this weekend or the weekend before kind of inspired it. So I think maybe you could use that as like a ritual, but like I think it's something that what I do is what I'm gonna write. So whatever I've done before I've written the music is kind of my ritual, more like maybe smoking or drinking. The ritual is what like I've done beforehand instead of smoking or drinking or anything like that.
Just like Monty, you know, he likes drinking something before he shoot a podcast. Whether it's Fanta or it's water, whatever it is. He has to.
That's a sip something like imagine.
But I mean, so now let's jump on the advice part. I mean, I'm sure there's certain viewers right now that are curious. They want to hear your advice. You make music for pretty women and stuff, but maybe they want to just jump in the music stage and stuff. So what advice have you got for the people for the young Tanzanians or the Tanzanians that want to do music but they're scared, or I don't know if there's just something pushing them back? What advice do you have for them?
I think my advice is simply do it. However, just know that what you're getting yourself into is not like, it's not a joke. Like you know, if you want to make music, it's not a joke. Like obviously it's fun and games, but it's not a joke. Like if you really want to make music, there's a lot that's gonna come. Like you have to think outside the box, because like how many artists are there in the world? Like everybody makes music. There's a lot of people that make music. So then why would I waste my time to listen to yours? So then for me to even give you the time of day, or for someone to even give you the time of day to listen, like they really got to see you like really working, and like you just pushing it on them like consistently. Like, bro, I make music, bro, I make music. Either it's through social media, whatever. Just make sure people know you make music, right? So if you want to make music, do it, but just know that it's not just making music. There's like research that you have to do. There's a lot of thinking that you have to do, and also in the early stages, it's just you, man. Like you don't have an editor, you don't have a cameraman, you don't have anybody to help you with anything. It's just you, and when it's just you, it's like you have to be your company. Like you're your manager, you're your artist, you're your social media manager, you're the one who's going to promote the song. You're doing everything for yourself. So just know it's a lot to do, but if you want to do it, just before you do it, just make sure you do enough research, see how this is going, because at the end of the day, I don't want anybody to do something. Like for me, one thing I don't really like is when somebody believes that they want to do something and then they give up halfway. And like obviously there's some people who give up because, you know, there's things which out of their control, but like when like you stop doing something, like I feel like it's like you're starting afresh. Let's say you guys started this podcast, right? With the consistency that you guys have now, everything is going great. you're pushing, there's always gonna be a time where like you've reached like a stalemate or something. And when people reach a stalemate, usually they feel like, damn, I think this is my peak. But like, nah, man, a stalemate is just like, it's just a stalemate for like, cause like right now I could be dropping music every day. Obviously in the beginning you see a lot of consistency, it's just new, and then you just reach a point where you're just getting 10,000 views every song. You're not going higher, you're not going lower, you're just staying there. That stalemate is just like, it's gonna go up again, because obviously you don't go up like this, you go up like this, you take the then you go up, it's like that's how the graph works. You don't just go straight up, you know what I mean? So I think if you want to do it, but just know what you're getting yourself into, and please don't give up, because like, trust me, consistency is key. Like, just don't give up. That's my main advice. Is if you want to do it, do the research, and just don't give up.
Yeah. For every action that you do, there's always an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah.
So when you create music, there's some response coming back to you. I remember the other day Monty was telling me that, I'm going places and a lot of people notice me. A lot of people say, yo, I saw you in a podcast, and they really show him some positive response. So I told him, man, don't be carried away, because if there's positive response, there will be also negative response. So don't be surprised when someone just come to you and hit you on your face just because of something you said in a podcast 2 years ago. Yeah. So you as an artist, obviously, you make music for the pretty women. So what unexpected response have you ever gotten from you creating music?
Oh, man, that's a good question. I don't know, what do I have like a crazy story that's happened? I mean, most people are usually scared like to confront in real life. In real life, man, most people are scared to confront you, even if someone could hate you, but most of the time they're scared to confront you in real life, because like, what can they tell you? Like, oh, like, it's like, are you just wasting your time? Like, if I'm walking and you come to me like, you suck, like, you haven't really done anything to me. I'm still working, I'm still cooling. So like, I don't think most people do that. But online, bro, on social media, that's when like people never really comment straight to me, but they tell people. So I usually hear from people. And like, I think there's this one time when I was starting the Pretty Girls Love LEEROY movement. When I started it, like, I think a year ago, when I started it, somebody sent, like, this is the first day I posted it, and I was like, Pretty Girls Love LEEROY. Somebody took it and sent it to somebody else, and then that person sent me a screenshot. So they sent it to somebody else, and then told him like, oh my god, what the hell is wrong with this kid? What is he doing? This is some rubbish. And then after a few months, the same guy texted me, and he was like, bro, that shit is so dope, man. How did you know Pretty Girls Love LEEROY? That shit is crazy, man. I see the genius. I'm like, man, shut the hell up, bro. I didn't even respond, because like, what do I tell him? Now, do I say thank you, or do I be like, oh, should I just send him a screenshot? I don't know. I never responded, but like, man, negative is the usual, bro. Like, just expect negative, man. Negative is always gonna come. You can't please everybody. Impossible, bro. No matter how great you are, people hate on. You guys know Mr. Beast, right?
Yeah.
People hate on Mr. Beast.
He does something so productive for the world,
right? Like, people still tell him like, he's just using people for views. I'm like,
oh, he's literally helping people.
Like, he's helping people, but people still hate. Man,
shut up, man.
Like, it's impossible to please anybody. Like,
Jesus, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just impossible. So all you gotta do is just focus on the good side. If the hate's there, just don't pay no mind, really. Just don't pay no mind, because bro, people, on the phone, man, people are different on the phone, bro. Like, if you go through comment sections, especially, mad. People be saying whatever they want to say in there. Like, someone could like cuss the whole family out, bro, through the phone. It's like, damn, bro, you don't even know me. But these are, you don't even know me, bro. So I think you just have to really just leave it on the side. But I don't really have a crazy story or anything negative outside. But most of the time, I usually just catch people. Like, most of the time, if anything negative happens, I don't know. This one guy, some guy, he was saying some like, you know, shit about my music, like, well, it's bad, whatever. Obviously, I never really paid no mind. I don't really care. So if you say it's bad with that, and then after a few like months or so, he came and asked me for a feature, and I was like, oh, bro, do I tell you no? Or like what? Like I don't even know what to tell you. So I just usually just see all these things. I pay no mind, and most of the time they change. You know, you can change somebody. If someone hates you, you can make them like you.
Yeah.
You can make them like you. So the same way, if someone likes you, they can hate you. The same way, someone can hate you and like you. So if someone hates me, I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and whether they choose to still hate me or turn into a fan, then that's their choice. At the end of the day.
At this point, I've just decided to literally just close my eyes on the negative. Remember the comments I just showed you? It's literally near 1,000. I promise you, I have not read any comment. The only comment that I saw was just notifications that come up. I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, bro. Why? And you see, all those comments and stuff, you know, I've always wondered, right? I used to wonder, like, you see, let's just say, Burna Boy, all these big celebrities, when they post all those comments they get, right? I've always wondered, like, why do they not, like, reply or, like, read? And I just noticed, like, now that it makes sense, because, like, trust me, you know, we're all humans at the end of the day, and, like, a comment can definitely, like, whether you like it or not, it can, like, make you kind of think about it, you know? If someone says, like, yo, what the hell is this podcast? What the hell is this? Some bullshit, bro. Get this out of here. It is automatically in your head. You might be like, oh, like you'll definitely think about it, yeah. Because you know we're all humans. At the end of the day, we have emotions and stuff. So like, you'll definitely think about it whether you like it or not. So then, you might as well, if you see one comment, you'll be like, okay, leave it, and just you don't even need to read the comments, and mostly pay attention to the ones that are like, you know, are showing love, man. If someone's showing love, then like it, you know, maybe reply, but most definitely don't, like, if someone is talking shit, if you now respond, if someone says fuck you, you be like fuck you too. I think it's like then you've given them your time, which I don't think any of us should do, man. Especially because we're all doing creative stuff, you know. This podcast, me, I'm doing music, I don't pay no mind, man. Just let them fight in the comment section, man. I always see people fighting in the comment section. This interview I did one time, and then somebody was in the comment section chatting shit about me. It's like, what the hell? What's wrong with this kid? See? Then another person came and was like, no, you shut up, yeah? This kid is good and stuff. And then they're just arguing in the comments. None of them know me, but they're arguing in the comments about me. So like, man, I just leave it, and I just don't reply, man. Just focus on your grind and stay there.
For you people that are watching and they're going down to comment, for the people that are watching and you're going on a comment section and chatting shit, wake up. You're washed. Just wake up. What productive thing are you doing, and rather than just going to comment shit? So commenting shit, go learn more about make your own destiny.
Yeah, the thing is, even if they comment shit, it helps us. It helps our video to go.
That's the thing, man. More. I don't think they know that. Like if you're commenting shit, fine. Like, okay, I love it. It's cool, you know, because at the end of the day, more the comments, the more the likes, the more we go viral, the more far you go. So
the more you're gonna hate me, the more
the more you're gonna hate him. So like, man, keep on hating.
Keep on hating, man. We'll keep pushing.
Yeah, well, the more you hate, the more I'll give you content, basically.
But finally, in line of the theme of our podcast, so how do you think you're making your own destiny as a young Tanzanian artist who lives in the UK, that studies music but also does music? How do you think you're making your own destiny? And how do you think it's gonna come about for you?
Man, I feel like I have control of my destiny, and if it's to ever go wrong, I feel like I'm the only one to blame, because at the end of the day, as you said, it's my own destiny, man. I want to be the fucking best musician, and I will make it happen. So if shit is going left, I can't now turn to my friend and be like, bro, you serious? Why am I not doing good? Is that his fault or mine? So like, I think making my own destiny is very important, and I am making my own destiny currently as we speak. Right now, we're doing this podcast right now, but bro, from now, years later, you guys won't know where we're going to be, you know what I mean? this studio. You guys could have this studio, another one. Just be switching it, cause like, you know, shit is getting big and stuff. So I think right now all we have to do is just keep pushing, like, bro, like consistency. I'm telling you, like someone might take a year, and you're like, damn man, they blew up in a year. Man, just focus on yourself. Yeah, it's your destiny, as you said. Like, focus on your destiny and just keep pushing. Cause at the end of the day, that consistency, bro, there's no way. Like, that's how I believe it. Like, I have that strong belief. Like, if I really want to be something, I will be there. Whether you like it, whether I like it, I will be there. Cause if I want to be there, then I'm going to be there. So then, make your own destiny. Thank you guys for having me so much in here. You guys, man, I feel like we're gonna go up together, and from here, you know, let's keep pushing, man. Let's keep thriving for the biggest stages.
Where we go, man? What have you got coming up?
Yeah, man. New music expected very soon, and also, oh yeah, okay. So yeah, right now my latest song, Casamigos, is out now, and go watch the video and go stream it, cause trust me, Casamigos is the biggest song out right now. That's all I gotta tell him, man.
Greatly dislike, but people are going crazy about it. Do you have any?
I have any song that I dislike. I don't have it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then, if I dislike a song, my friends are the ones who hear it, like at home, and they tell me, bro, release this. I'm like, man, I don't want, like, I don't know. For me, I have to feel comfortable to release it before I release a song. But yeah, there's songs that, oh yeah, man, I do have one that's released. You know that song Sujiski? I don't know if you know it. I have a song called Sujiski, and like, oh bro, people every time I'm performing, oh, perform Sujiski. I tell them next time. Let's Sujiski, man. And the song is literally, man, like people love that song, but I'm sorry guys. I think that's the song I just
I'm going to put it in the description for people to watch it. Steve najisikia.
But yeah, that was 10kLeeroy, man. I mean, 10kLeeroy explained about himself, the challenges he's faced, what happens with his music career, what he's trying to do, where he's trying to be in the next 5 years. And I mean, you guys also were here. You guys learned all from here. I hope you guys took notes. And as he said, we'll kind of have a part 2. If you guys get 10,000 likes, so make sure just hit the like button, share it to your friend, share it to your mom, your dad. Who else? Subscribe, and we shall see you to another episode.